Absolutely. Here's a long, engaging paragraph starting exactly with your words. Welcome to my channel. United States of America, $1 1871. Followed by full details about this historic coin. Welcome to my channel. United States of America, $1 1871 today. We're uncovering the rich history behind one of the most remarkable silver coins in American numismatics, the 1871 Liberty-seated $1 coin. Minted during the post-Civil War Reconstruction era, this coin represents more than currency. Captures a turning point in the United States economic and social history. On the obverse, we see Lady Liberty seated on a rock, holding a liberty pole with a Phrygian cap, the traditional symbol of freedom in one hand, while her other hand rests upon a shield bearing the word liberty, symbolizing the nation's strength and resolve. 13 stars encircled the design representing the original colonies. Beneath her, the date 1871 is struck boldly, anchoring the piece in an era of rebuilding, westward expansion, and industrial growth. The reverse of the coin features a striking image of the American eagle, wings spread wide, clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbols of military readiness and peace. The words United States of America and $1 are inscribed clearly around the border. The coin was struck in 90% silver and 10% copper, with a diameter of 38.1 millimeters and a weight of 26.73 grams. It was minted in limited numbers. At several locations, including Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Carson City CC, and San Francisco S. Of particular interest to collectors are the Carson City versions, which are far rarer and can fetch very high prices at auction due to their low mintage and historical frontier connection. The 1871 $1 coin is a part of the Liberty-seated dollar series minted from 1840 to 1873, and it's a favorite among collectors for its classic design and historical context. These coins circulated during a time of great transformation as the country healed from the Civil War, expanded westward, and began modernizing its economy. Today, surviving examples in uncirculated condition or proof strike are extremely valuable, especially those with original luster, sharp strikes, and minimal wear. Whether you're a coin collector, a student of history, or simply fascinated by rare American silver, the 1871 $1 Liberty-seated coin is a stunning tribute to the values of freedom, perseverance, and unity. Stay with me on this channel for more rare coin discoveries and deep dives into the fascinating world. Here's your full 7-paragraph detailed script on the most valuable and expensive USA Kennedy half dollar from 1776 to 1976 with D mint mark. Specially crafted to engage your YouTube audience. Paragraph 1. Powerful intro. The $1 billion buzz begins. Welcome to the incredible world of coin collecting, where history meets hidden treasure. Imagine finding a 1776196 Kennedy half dollar with a D mint mark that could be worth not just hundreds or thousands, but potentially millions. This isn't fiction. Some rare variants of this bicentennial coin have shocked collectors with their skyrocketing values. While most may seem ordinary, a select few possess minting errors, ultra-rare conditions, or special composition prototypes that send their values soaring into jaw-dropping territory. What was once everyday change could now be a collectible that turns you into a millionaire overnight. Paragraph 2. The background of the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half dollar. The 1776 1976 Kennedy half dollar was released in celebration of America's 200th year of independence, the bicentennial. Unlike regular coins, this special edition features dual dating 1776-1976 and a stunning reverse design of Independence Hall, replacing the standard presidential seal. Minted in Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, Denver D Mint Mark, and San Francisco S Mint Mark. Millions were produced. The Denver Mint alone struck over 287 million clad versions, making the coin common in circulation. However, this mass production hides some incredibly rare and valuable varieties that have fetched unbelievable prices in top auctions. Paragraph 3. The rare clad and silver versions. Not all coins are equal, while the majority of these coins are copper nickel clad. Collectors highly prize the 40% silver versions struck at the San Francisco Mint marked with S, especially in proof and uncirculated sets. But even the deminted clad coins can be extremely valuable under the right conditions. In high-grade, uncirculated condition MS67 or higher, the value can spike to several $1,000s. Some of the most desirable examples are those with nearly flawless luster, sharp strikes, and no contact mark straights that are incredibly rare for a coin mass produced for circulation. Paragraph 4. Minting errors that create millionaires. Here's where it gets exciting. Some 1776 to 1976 D. Kennedy half-dollars have AIRE varieties that make them extremely rare and valuable. These include double die obverse DDO, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and even wrong metal planchette errors where the coin was struck on a quarter blank. The rarest find is a silver-clad dimint error, which technically should not exist making. Such a coin worth tens or even hundreds of thousands, depending on verification. If a unique error coin surfaces in pristine condition, it could command $1 million price tag at auction. These are the coins collectors dream of. Paragraph 5. Auction records and big sales. While most bicentennial halves are worth under $1, auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have recorded individual 1,776 1976 D. Kennedy halves selling for over $10,000 in MS67 and MS68 grades. A pristine example in MS69, nearly impossible to find, could theoretically reach 6 figures or more. For error coins or off-metal strikes, serious bidding wars have occurred, with documented sales approaching $100,000 in rare scenarios, though no single 1976 D half-dollar has publicly sold for $1 million yet. Private sales and future discoveries could easily shatter that ceiling. Paragraph 6. Separating hype from reality, it's important to distinguish between ordinary coins and the truly valuable ones. Most 1976 D. Kennedy halves found in circulation are worth face value or a few dollars in uncirculated condition. However, slabbed graded coins in mint state, especially MS66, can attract strong collector interest. Always verify with grading. Companies like PCGS or NGC also beware of online scams and exaggerated claims that every bicentennial coin is a guaranteed fortune. The real value lies in rarity, condition, and certified authentication, not hype alone. Paragraph 7. Final thoughts. Your coin could change your life. So, you have a 1776 21976 D. Kennedy half-dollar sitting in a drawer? Take a closer look. If it has a strong strike, minimal wear, or looks unusual, get it checked. You could be holding one of the rarest varieties known to collectors. Even better, if it shows a known mint error or was struck on a silver planchette in Denver, you might be sitting on a life-changing coin. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just stumbled upon an old coin roll, now is the perfect time to explore the hidden value of bicentennial Kennedy half-dollars. Because in the world of rare coins, even pocket change can be pure gold. Let me know if you'd like a voiceover version, a short version for YouTube Shorts, or a script with visuals, animations, breakdown for your video production. Alright, let's dive straight into it. First, there is no official bicentennial Washington quarter from 1965 with a P mint mark. The bicentennial quarters were only produced for 1776 to 1976 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of American independence. However, 1965 quarters are still very interesting, especially in rare error forms or high-grade examples, and some can indeed be very valuable if properly identified. Here's the full detailed breakdown for you. M1965 Washington Quarter. The transition year in 1965. The U.S. Mint made a major change, switching from 90% silver quarters to a copper nickel clad composition due to rising silver prices. Therefore, the 1965 quarters were the first regular coins made with the clad layers instead of silver. This transition makes 1965 quarters historically important, and certain extremely rare mistakes during this changeover, like silver planchettes being used accidentally, create quarters worth big money too. Why 1965 quarters are confused with bicentennial. Quarters. Some people confuse 1965 quarters with bicentennial ones because both eras were moments of national significance. However, bicentennial quarters have a special dual date, 1776 to 1976. And the drummer boy, reverse design. A regular 1965 quarter does not have any special bicentennial features. Misunderstandings online sometimes cause 1965 quarters to be wrongly hyped as bicentennial. But serious collectors know the difference. Point 3. 1965 AIRE quarters that are truly valuable. Real excitement lies in AIRE coins from 1965. A small number of 1965 quarters were accidentally struck on leftover 90% silver planchets intended for 1964 coins. If you have a 1965 quarter that weighs about 6.25 grams instead of the typical 5.67 grams for clad quarters, it might be a rare silver AIRE. Some confirmed examples have sold at auction for $7,000 to over $10,000, depending on condition. 4. No mint marks in 1965 quarters. It's also important to know there are no mint marks on 1965 quarters, not even a P. To discourage coin hoarding, during the coin shortage of the mid-1960s, the mint temporarily stopped putting mint marks on coins. This lasted from 1965 through 1967. So, any 1965 quarter with AP is either fake or altered. Authentic 1965 quarters simply have no mint mark at all. 5. Condition is key, the million-dollar myth there. Are myths circulating that a 1965 quarter could make you a billionaire overnight? In truth, a regular 1965 quarter, even in uncirculated condition, is usually worth between $1 and $15. However, if you have a perfectly preserved rare, mint AIRE 1965 quarter, it could be worth thousands, not millions. The very top end of the market sees gem quality. Are affected coins going to auction houses like Heritage auctions and bringing big money. 6. Valuable 1965 quarters. How to spot them if you suspect your 1965 quarter might be special. Start by checking its weight. Standard clad quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. Use a precise scale. Listen to the sound when dropped. Silver coins have a high-pitched ring, while clad coins make a duller sound. Also check for unusual features, like a broad strike, double die errors, or off-center strikes. Any of these mistakes can drastically boost a coin's value. 7. How the coin market treats 1965 quarters today, because many people saved 1965 quarters. They are not rare in general circulation. However, rare varieties, especially silver planchette errors, are highly sought after today by collectors. With inflation and rising silver and collectible coin demand, coins from transitional years like 1965 are gaining more attention, making now a very good time to get your 1965 quarters professionally evaluated if you believe you have a special one. 8. Conclusion. Your 1965 quarter might still be a hidden treasure, even though 1965 quarters are not bicentennial coins and won't make you a billionaire. They can still hold surprising value if they are an AIRE, variety, or extremely high grade. Always check the weight, study the strike details carefully, and if in doubt, get your coins certified by a professional grading service. Never spend your 1965 quarters blindly. A simple 25-cent piece could turn into thousands with just the right features. Would you also like me to create a catchy YouTube intro for this topic to help you engage your audience instantly? It'll make your video even more powerful. Oh, would you like that?